up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dreads head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut up with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands. Deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down. She real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby. No witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Gotta
I told my boys, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
I'm whipping in track, I was messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic Kelsey, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it over. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just real Jersey. It's the first half and we done dropped 30. We just up to scoring them, boy, man.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with them bands. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I tell her my vision. You young and she get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play. I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly. I turn it a hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the life.
Madden football is the
talk, all the hype, but the fastest prologue as this Super Bowl is underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
On 1st and 10, O'Neal. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So the Jets now in great position here to start things out. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. In trouble, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And, Charles, one of the big stories this week, the head coach of this offense seeking his 3rd Super Bowl title. He is no stranger to the big game.
He's not a stranger to it at all. In fact, I think he's very comfortable with the stage that is the Super Bowl. We know it hasn't all been roses for him because he's had a share of disappointments. But just when we write him off, his guys always seem to deliver. And here he is now with a chance to make history and be one of just a handful of coaches with 3 Super Bowl rings. That's impressive.
His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll run it here on the jet sweep. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down, O'Neal. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Up the middle they go. Best. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, O'Neal. And he whips that one incomplete there. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Back to throw. O'Neal. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 66 yards for him on the ground. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
And there was so much that was impressive about this play, but it wasn't just what he did downfield. How about what he did behind the line of scrimmage? This wasn't a play where he just had a direct path to get him downfield and make the big play. He had to adjust on the fly behind the line of scrimmage, and in the end, that became a tremendous run.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. From the gun on third down, Walton. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. An 11-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting it and by him going up and getting it.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder, how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl? Well, they got a great answer right there, and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field, because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. O'Neal. Over the middle, it's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. O'Neal throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown from 6 yards away. And the River Hogs are on the board here in this Super Bowl. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they have no answer for that right there.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. New York ready to go again offensively. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the
touchdown, Jets. A big play there. 75 yards. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
On first down, Best, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. After 1, 17-7 is our score. And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. To throw on second down, O'Neal. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 3rd down, Best. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down of the 46. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll keep it on the ground. Best. And he's got some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on first down. O'Neal got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Operating from the gun, O'Neal. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it,
and it won't help him at contract time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Off play action. Walton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 3rd down, Walton. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is taken at the 15. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. O'Neal. He finds his man, complete. That's Myers. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Best, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. On 2nd down now. Best, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Throwing to start the drive. Walton. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Off the play fake. Walton. caught left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Walton. He'll bite, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. This one swung out here to Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. O'Neal. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Myers got it, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the River Hogs are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Throwing to start the drive. Walton. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. Throwing left side, it's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's going to wind up and air it out. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw again. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he fields it cleanly. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Jets in that first half, and they were able to have some success throwing the football against the secondary. Look for that to continue as they try to break this deadlock. Meanwhile, on the other side, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some staffs get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Walton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. A great effort there, 64 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Best. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes. Folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
To throw on 3rd down, O'Neal. And that is incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play. And
he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jets will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The extra point up and good, and the lead now up to 14. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now the ball comes loose, but fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On third down, O'Neal. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Walton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll have a Jets 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
On 1st down, Walton. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Off the play fake, Walton. And he'll just get rid of it.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, O'Neal. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Back to throw. O'Neal. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down, O'Neal. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. An entire season coming down to this next quarter. 3 in the books here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And there's just one quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Looking to throw on second down. O'Neal. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. With that, he's up to 160 yards receiving now for the ball game.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. O'Neal. Over the middle, complete. It's Myers. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. To throw on 3rd down. O'Neal. Touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown. And the River Hogs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The New York set to take the field. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
From the gun, he'll hand this off, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Jets on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. O'Neal. And he's got his big tight end here. To throw on 2nd down. O'Neal throwing the out route incomplete. That's Myers. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 1 now. Back to throw. O'Neal, he finds his man, complete. It's Myers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Looking to throw on 2nd down. O'Neal, he finds his man, complete. It's Myers. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. To throw on 2nd down. O'Neal. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Looking to throw. O'Neal. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll bring them back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw. Walton. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down 31-27. 1:44 to go. A touchdown could win the Super Bowl as they've got a first down. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Gallagher. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Gallagher. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And the New York Jets have won the Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy will be in the Big Apple. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.